So we are back for part 3 of Trials of Mana. To recap, we've just got the storyline of both these characters here, Hawkeye and Riesz, and they've explained their motivation and how they came to where they are now. And we're in a cave on our way to Wendell.
We should work together to defeat this threat!
Too bad.
This energy is amazing. I feel so powerful.
So we need to learn counter. So that's going to be an ability we can equip. That's going to give us a little bit more damage after we take damage, which I think is a really cool way to, fight, because obviously no one's perfect and it's inevitable that we're going to take some damage.
Watch out for the enemy! Of course! I hate to pick on such weak targets, but... Gotta get this nuisance out of the way before we can go. We're getting too good for these guys. I'll take point and leave the rear to you. Took care of that.
Did you say took care of that as a pun? Some pretty clever scripts for this game. We never expected that. Alright, let's see what's up here.
Watch out for the enemy! Of course!
Shit. Well, that's embarrassing.
Allow me.
Buddy, it's time to wake up.
Okay, leave it to me.
Let me jump.
Help me! Howie! Oh, I thought it was Lagana, but you saved me! I'm Charlotte. I'm a famous beauty from Wendell. This is no place for one so young to play. But I grew up with no parents, but there was one priest in Wendell that was always nice to me. Heath was kind and helpful. He took care of me. My grandpa asked Heath to go to Astoria to look into something for the temple. But I got a really bad feeling about it.
Man, her voice acting is so annoying.
I didn't want anything to happen to Heath. So I followed him in secret and didn't tell Grandpa when I left the temple that night. By a horrible twist of fate, a creepy-looking man took Heath away right when I finally found him again.
Pretty glad I didn't pick her, cause man, having to put up with that voice all game. God damn.
I couldn't even get back to Wendell because of the barrier until you opened a path through the cavern for me. I got a little lost on the way and fell down. If you hadn't been there, it would have been good night, Charlotte. That
Who
was
talks about themselves
close.
in the third person like that?
Well, young lady, I am on my way to Wendell to see the Priest of Light. I do not suppose you would care to join me? Oh, you want to see Grandpa? Why didn't you say so? You didn't know it, but you helped your chances. I'm actually the granddaughter of the Priest of Light. But, you know, Wendell isn't far from here. You might need my help getting there, but I don't need your help getting home. Take care that you don't get lost. Bye-bye. I certainly hope she will be all right traveling alone. Hostile entities! Be careful! We overpowered the enemy.
I just changed over the AI so that they attack the same character I do, so we can just gang up on things and we'll just kill things quicker. Come on! Oh, that was annoying that they target the right people. Reese, what are you doing?
Hostile entity! Be careful!
Doors? Not too bad, if I do say so myself.
I'm really keen to see what happens when you plant all those seeds and you level up your level 1 pot to like level 2. One of these things that I'm always used to is when you're playing a 3D game, the moment you start the level, always like pan your camera back to see are there any boxes, anything that you can pick up. And there's something here. Gonna be rich. I'm noticing some sort of like minor frame rate, like it's kind of a bit jaggy when you're panning the camera sometimes, which is a bit of a surprise since this game's like pretty basic. Like I'd say these graphics are like PS3 sort of quality. I wouldn't say they're super advanced or anything.
Arrived in Wendell. I confess, I am a little nervous to meet His Eminence.
Thank you so much for taking me here.
But then maybe
We need to request an audience with His Eminence.
maybe it's just not optimized since it's like so many games, like it was released on so many consoles. Although I'm sure the PC version will be like super slick on max settings. 144 FPS, that'd be crazy. I'm hoping all this stuff that we've looted over the last few hours, hope it pays off some good shit in the item store. I was hoping for some goodies hidden in the bush. Not today. Just standing on this high priest's table. The disrespect.
Please, accept the goddess of mana's blessings.
I am Riesz, the princess of Laurent. My country was set upon by the thieves of Navarro. My father, the king, is dead. My brother is missing. I was unable to save my father and country, but I will not stop until I find my brother. Please, Your Eminence, I need your guidance.
No! Laurent has fallen? I fear that without the help of the goddess of mana, there is nothing I can do to help your kingdom. There is no other way to bring Laurent back to its former glory.
Your Eminence, what do you know about the Choker of Death? How can I stop the curse? I need to save Jessica.
Choker of Death? But that's a forbidden and ancient magic. How did this come to be?
Here's the story.
I am certain that Isabella is not what she seems. Hawkeye, my apologies. But I do not know how to lift a curse so ancient and evil. Only the goddess of mana can do that.
Only the mana goddess? That can't be. What am I supposed to do now?
Wait! I have something to say. Your Eminence, please listen. I have come from the Sanctuary of Mana to tell you that the mana tree is withering. Mana power grows weaker by the day.
Withering? But without the mana tree, the seals on the mana stones will break. The Benevodons will be released into the world.
What is that?
You're acting like this doesn't affect you. You've been chosen by Fairy. This means that you alone can retrieve the Sword of Mana from the Sanctuary.
What? Oh, wait! This cannot be! What does this mean, Fairy?
I'm sorry. With the mana in the world so depleted, a fairy can't leave the sanctuary for long without a host. If I hadn't found you, I wouldn't have made it.
I am sorry, but finding Elliot takes precedence. Please, find someone else to be your host, Fairy.
Would that I were able to bear your burden. However, once a fairy finds a host, they are bound to them for their whole life. Only death can part them.
But I have no time to waste.
With the Sword of Mana in your hands, Riesz, you can take back the Kingdom of Duran and find your brother. You can bring peace to your people.
Oh my. Did you read my thoughts just now, Fairy? This sounds too good to be true. But please, tell me, what is the Sword of Mana?
The Sword of Mana is the embodiment of the ancient power of Mana, guiding force of spirits. It is an alternate form of the golden wand used to create the world itself. The one who holds the Mana Sword gains awesome power. The sword lies in the roots of the Mana Tree, waiting. Before the Mana Tree withers completely, you must reclaim the sword and awaken the Goddess of Mana once more. She alone can bring peace to the realm and grant your wish.
I will go if it means saving the brother I lost to those fiends from Navarro. I can avenge my father and my fallen kingdom with the Sword of Mana.
That was a really quick change of heart.
Pray tell, where can I find the Sanctuary of Mana?
It's not going to be that easy.
Sorry. But with mana so depleted, I don't have enough power to open the portal to the sanctuary. Not by myself.
And so begins another
Throughout
quest.
the world are 8 points of mana energy, mana stones, sealing away the fearsome Benevodons. If you activate the mana stones, the portal connecting our world to the Sanctuary of Mana should appear. Through that portal is the Sanctuary. However, you should know that the energy inside the 8 mana stones was sealed on purpose as the Mana Goddess began her slumber.
So what should I do?
In ages past, there once was an ancient spell used to control the energy from the mana stones and bend it to the user's will. However, countries refused to allow each other any control of the spell and use of the mana stones. The war that followed caused unspeakable damage. It was nearly as destructive as the sealed Benevodons. The survivors cursed the magic to avoid future tragedy and forbade anyone from using it. Now the life of any person who uses the spell will be forfeit. There is no longer anyone alive who knows how to work this cursed spell.
There may be one way. If we borrow the powers of the elemental spirits that reside near the Mana Stones instead, I can combine their powers with what remains of mine to open the portal for everyone.
Splendid! This is a relief. If you wish to find a Mana Stone, I've heard many say that the Lightstone is in Cascade Cavern, guarded by the elemental Lumina. It is the cavern you pass through in order to reach here. Take Fairy. With what remains of her power, she can help you find Lumina in the cavern. See if you may borrow his light powers.
Oh, maybe it's that spot where the waterfall was. There was like nothing
Fairy,
there before.
answer me this. If I go with you, I can save Jessica?
Of course. The goddess of mana should be able to undo any magical curse once she reawakens. She can definitely help.
Alright, then I'm in. Let's see this through.
The Priest of Light's faith has granted you a new ability. Learn the Chain ability, HP boost. Priest of Light Chain ability. Base HP increased by 30. Chain abilities can be used by all party members. Learn more abilities by allocating training points and meeting people along your journey. You may learn chain abilities from quite unexpected acquaintances. So we learnt it already, right? So we just gotta equip it. So only one person has to equip it, hey? It's got 122. No, so it doesn't change his one. Alright, well, let's give it to her. We used up all the stats, yes. Alright, let's head back out to town. See what the shops are selling. Plant some seeds. Get some cool shit. And then off we go. Wendell is an entirely neutral city that gives peace and comfort to followers of the goddess of mana. Most people travel to Wendell for a pilgrimage at least once in their lives. So far, the game seems to strike a pretty good balance of like introducing its lore without being too overbearing. Sometimes I find some games just like overload you with all this new terminology and it's just super overwhelming.
Well, lots of wares to browse. Come again.
So, in order to plant in those boxes, we're gonna go to an inn. But first, let's check out the weapon store real quick. See if we can get some good shit.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
This increases his attack by 3 and magic by 6. Long spear 3 and 6. Well, we got the cash. Let's do it.
Looks useful.
I had wanted this.
Now we just sell the rest.
Come again.
Check out the armor. Oh, there's a chest here. Yes, it's nice that the game does that, so then helps you buy stuff. in case you haven't been looting.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
Fatigues. Yes, I'll
Good
take that.
choice.
Thank you.
I have an eye for quality.
I love when like you buy something like in real life, and then someone, the sales assistant, will be like, "Oh yeah, that's a great choice," and like, is it really?
This is useful.
Or they're just using that, you know, tactic just to like to seal the deal.
Come again.
But it really works. Like sometimes I'll pick something up myself, and then like they'll also reaffirm my choice by saying, "Yeah, it looks really good on you. That's a great choice. You have such good taste." And you're like, "Yeah, I do, don't I?" Of course, this guy's already at the bar. The people here look a little worried. I guess they heard that beastmen are on their way. Sorry, we're closing to evening. Come back later. Where's the inn? I really want the inn. We just like dump our seeds and then we'll go. We don't really need a rest. Unless it's free. Give me that good stuff. Succube Claw. Candy. No Mycon. Fairy Walnut. Pumpkin. Shuriken. Stardust Herb. Honey Elixir. Medical Herb. Miracle Cookie. Yes! We're getting close. Alright. Makes allies' weapon absorb HP. Deals earth magic damage. Dispels all enemy magic effects. I wonder how long this lasts for. Because that would be really cool. Projectile deals 9/11 damage to enemy. Pumpkin deals wood damage to enemies and absorbs MP. If this is a one-time use only, that would be shit, but if you can keep using this would be really cool. How much does it cost?
Welcome.
One stay is 15. Nah, I'm good.
Come again.
There's like those golden statues in the cave anyway. Alright, off we go. We're set. What if it's faster to run?
Can I come with? Can I?
No, I did not
Please?
choose you at the start.
I heard what you were talking to Grandpa about. You are no simple adventurer. Since you have a quest of your own, I have a favor to ask. I gotta find Heath, and I need your help. Now, Miss Charlotte, you know how worried your grandfather was about you. We will find Heath. Leave it to us. You should go home. Come on! I'm just worried about Heath. Please, I really can't come with you.
Hell no. Go back to
Oh,
school.
fine. You are so stubborn and mean. You meanie.
We're like offering to help her find Heath and just being a prick about her. What a little brat. Armored enemies. Be careful of armored enemies because they can't be pushed back and attacks don't hit as hard. Use a power or charge attack to break the enemy's armor. Interesting. So I guess that's introducing another element to
Get this nuisance out of the way before we can go.
jump.
Too bad. That was the last of them. Don't get too comfortable, though. You wish you never crossed paths with us. Aw, is it over? That's disappointing.
Yeah, I reckon we gotta head back to that waterfall area.
Wait! Stop!
Even though this fairy is floating and she never has to touch the ground, it really triggers me that she doesn't have any shoes on.
There's mana power coming from the waterfall. See that strange hole? Further up. I bet Lumina is in there.
Watch out for the enemy!
Well fought.
Shit.
Of course.
It's good to see, like, our mate Hawkeye
On my own strength.
doing something.
This is my fight. No need to trouble yourselves.
Too bad. Aw, is it over? That's disappointing. I'll take point and leave the rear to you.
Roll. And that's what happens when you don't roll.
On my own strength.
Let's go for a cheeky heal before we duck in there. Maybe a save.
Is that the hole Fairy was talking about? It's so far. How shall we get over there?
Oh, right. I forgot you can't fly. I think I can use the residual mana power in the waterfall
Fairy's
to
got
get you over
fingers
there.
for ears.
Let's give it a try.
Or toes.
We did it!
Let us work together to defeat the enemy.
Oh, so this is where we gotta use our charge attack. Oh,
I hate to pick on such weak targets, but...
man, that axe attack took a lot of health off us.
Time to work together, everyone!
This is how it is done in Lurks. Wind! Well fought.
My potential feels limitless.
We should work together to defeat this threat. Wind!
I'm not a huge fan of fighting in narrow spaces.
I never knew I had such power within me.
Well, I guess the plan is I'm just gonna max out strength. Just got like one more after this, and then we'll start working on another tree.
it to me. Time to work together, everyone. What a waste of time. Don't think so.
So it seems that his square attack is single target, whereas her wind attack, that special ability, is more of an AoE one. Oh, look at his hands. What's up with that? Creepy as zombies, man.
Know my own strength.
This is my fight.
Oh, jumps right into it.
This is it. Don't think so.
Oh, the camera. Let's see. Oh, so we gotta... Let's get rid of this guy first. And then we'll be able to charge attack this guy.
No need to stick around after a win.
A winged bow. Is that an accessory? More defense, more magic defense. Yes. Anytime there's like a save in like some sort of cavern, I get the vibe that there's gonna be a boss fight of some sort coming up. Now I'm predicting that there's a boss fight just up ahead. So narrow pathway, wide open space. That screams boss fight to me. So his legs look icy, his top looks a bit,
The elemental of light
it looks like
this.
fiery, so
No, this isn't the
maybe...
elemental we're looking for. It's a giant monster. So why do I feel
Get out!
mana power
Oh
coming
my
off
god,
of
the AI able to play.
Monster give off mana power.
There is no time to think. We must act.
Move!
What a waste of time. Don't think so.
Might be worthwhile to switch her out. Oh my god, don't roll into him.
Prepare. It appears weakened.
Oh, it's following me.
This will be over quick.
Well fought. True.
Yeah, the boss's attack patterns seem pretty, like, basic. Trying to introduce you to, you know, the evasion, like, you gotta know when your turn to attack is, when your turn to defend is. But the thing that triggered me was that the AI just did not do anything. Like, there's clearly a big red circle there telling you to dodge, and they just did not.
Heyo! Looking for Lumina? That'd be me. Nice to meet ya! A pleasure. And thanks for releasing me from the belly of that full metal meanie, am I right? Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't come. Barry filled me in on your plight while you were fighting. Telepathy's great, huh? Just like Barry, we elementals need mana to live. I'll help however I can to make sure we save the mana of the world.
Lumina, where is the Lightstone?
It's straight up from here, deep within the old ruins. But you can't exactly get there from here. Oh, no. It's safe, though. For now, at least. It's so unstable. It seems like the Benevodon could be unsealed at any minute. We gotta get the rest of the elementals on board and open the portal to the sanctuary.
Trying to figure out, are those eyes that are looking back at us, or are those like pig's nostrils?
Huh?
Like, it's weird when you see eyes and no
Look.
mouth.
There is a crack in the wall. Perhaps it is a shortcut?
Now that you can access Luminous powers, you can use light elemental magic by putting training points towards abilities from the training section of options. Here are some examples of light magic. Holy Saber imbues allies' weapon with light elemental damage. Healing Light recovers allies' HP. Holy Bolt deals light magic damage. That's pretty cool. Leave the cavern. Firstly, let's smash these pots. Oh, they were like mana pots. But I had no abilities to use anyway. Did I? Well, we got some skill points, so let's use it. Now, how did we get to spirit? To light, that is. Didn't they say to access you have to go to training? Well, let's learn this and finish that off. So she's fully maxed there. Now this will give him sturdy, so that's handy to have. Yes, let's equip it. Yeah, it's weird. How do we get to that light menu? Poison dagger, a damaging two-handed knife attack, slices the enemy. Change costume. Oh, it'd be cool to change costumes later. Then maybe they'll release some DLC or something of like, you know, maybe like a Disney character like Aladdin or something, or Prince of Thieves. That'd be sick. For her, like an Amazon, like, I don't know, like Xena warrior princess. Or just like something completely unrelated, like some mad princess looking one. Like one of those princesses, like a Disney princess. They'll have some licensing issues, of course. But Square has worked with Disney in the past, so they can still do it.
It is unwise to get in our way.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, leave it to me.
We must continue to triumph. We should work together to defeat this threat.
Oh, the hammer. Oh my god, this hammer's wrecking me.
Bad. Took care of that.
Allow me.
Gotta get this nuisance out of the way before we can go.
It's cool that she's got like a bit of
Have
a
improved
charge attack
greatly.
afterwards as well. After she casts the whirling wind.
You wish you never crossed
Eat
paths
it.
with us. Aw, is it over? That's disappointing.
That's what she said. I can't unsee the fact that she's got freaking toes on her ears.
What?
What do you think you're doing?
Thanks for taking down the cavern barrier. Saved us some trouble. Now, nothing's stopping us from invading Wendell. This is a present to show our appreciation.
No!
Let's get going.
He sounds like Raditz from Dragon Ball Z. You know, real husky sort of vibe.
Oh, what do I do?
I swear they landed it in water. I don't know what happened here. Thank you for playing. This is the end of the demo. You can transfer your demo save data to the full version of the game. You can continue to play the demo as any of the main characters, play with different party members and see how the story changes. Cool. Well guys, I guess that's that. Now, I'm uploading this game and in a few hours time the game will be released. So I'm just going to continue straight on there. You can see me pump out all that content. So if you're enjoying the playthrough, then keep watching.